Hello, this is a reading done from MoongoddessCharm, ordered off of my Etsy shop, moongoddesscharm.etsy.com, for Amelle. And I want to thank you so much for choosing my shop today for your large past life reading. And I want to go ahead and show you what we are working with. I have some candles lit here for spirit messages and also for blessings of prosperity and luck. I have a rose quartz here for love, signifying the love that you have had and experienced in that life. We will be focusing on one life as well. And I have an angel aura quartz as well as an amethyst here for spirit messages. I have a protection bottle here. I have a healing Raphael oil here. I have some selenite here and here to help with any relationship bonds, any karmic ties bonded to your soul still from that life to this one. I have a black tourmaline for protection, a chevron amethyst for more spirit messages and guidance, and a fluorite for heart chakra healing energies, opalite bunny for more spirit messages, and a large Shiva's eye agate for protection and protection from envy and the evil eye, and as well as any outside energies, that and the tourmaline, and then the desert rose crystal, a very important crystal to work with past lives and to travel through the realms with. So forgive me for my voice sometimes because I'm just getting over the sickness. And I have chosen the Vintage Wisdom Oracle, a gift from my best friend that she gifted to me, and I have already shuffled and called in the energies through your birth date and focused on your aura, and this will be a 10 to 12 card reading whenever Spirit guides me and decides to stop me. So this is the first card here, Intention. My guides are telling me, and forgive me for the pauses because that's when I gather spirit information. My guides are telling me, and I'm just going to turn it like this. They're telling me 19th century France. The visions that I'm gathering here are, it was a very calm and peaceful childhood and upbringing. That's what they're telling me. And they're also telling me third eye energy is opening. They're telling me that you had strong spiritual gifts in that life and divination, and also you were able to see spirits as a young child. And I'm going to pull the next card now, and I'm going to focus more on your family life. Reflection. So, and don't mind the construction and the beeping outside right now. I'm in Orlando. Okay, so this card is all about reflection from your soul memories from this life to your past life. This card is talking about, I'm picking up self-esteem issues in that life for some reason, but I also feel like you were an artist and you had a lot to express and a lot of creations as well that you needed to get out of your soul. And I feel like painting was one of your strong traits, but like with any artist that is just really ready and willing and has so much inside waiting to express, it also comes with low self-esteem or lower self-worth. And I'm going to pull the next card, and I'm going to see why and what had happened in the childhood or adolescence. Okay, so I feel like you went through something a little bit traumatic in that life in your adolescence, and they're telling me your uncle, something happened. They're telling me verbal abuse from an uncle in your family. And I feel like in this life you are still struggling perhaps with self-esteem issues and healing from that life. I'm going to pull the next card here, and I'm going to tell you more about this. Balance. So, okay, you were able to find balance. And I also feel like you were very free to express yourself through the art of dance, whether it was ballerina or just dancing in your room. I feel like you were able to just express yourself in any art form through fine arts or dancing or, performing arts, painting with the fine, and even drawing and dancing with performing. And I'm also picking up singing. So you had a lot here that you had to express. Now, the next card, they're telling me to ask the question what the relationship was like with your mother. I feel like in that life, your mother came and went. She was like coming and going a lot. She kind of threw your upbringing on your father, and I feel like that's where the verbal abuse from the uncle came from, because you needed your mother and your mother just wasn't there for you like she should have been, and you really wanted deep down to build that maternal bond and that maternal instinct in her to come out and show it to you, but she wasn't there. And I feel like the issue goes back as well from your mother about your developing self-esteem. You needed her there and she just wasn't there enough. But I'm also getting that she was a gypsy spirit and she cared and loved you, but there was something more going on. Like, she didn't want to show you. She was trying to hide something or keep something. And I'm getting that you had a little brother in that life as well. And she was doing it to protect you all. It was like a secret part of herself that she'd never wanted to reveal to anyone close to her in the family. And I'm thinking that your dad knew, but he just wanted to protect you, so he just took it upon himself to just take all the responsibility. And I'm going to pull the next card because I'm going to see more about what happened and why she was like this and what exactly it was that she was hiding. Guardian Angel. So this card is showing me that you have a spirit guide who's a guardian angel, and you have many spirit guides. And I feel like the guide in this life stems from the guide in that life. And as a matter of fact, this guide is with you all the time. And just like your mother tried to hide it from you, this is a sign that your guide wanted to protect you as well. And it's a feminine spirit. I'm getting like a yin energy, and I'm also feeling like she wanted... She was like a maternal guide. She is like a maternal guide, like a mothering guide that loves you, wants the best for you, but also protects you. And so that's what kept you sane. And she also helped you, I don't want to say develop your gifts because they were innate in that life, regarding your artistic abilities and talents, but she like inspired it, and she like influenced it and just kept your gifts alive and going. And you needed to experience those really deep trials so you can express yourself even more and just let everything out, and also be creative is what I'm getting. Celebration. Okay, I feel like this is talking about the art of celebrating. I feel like you grew up, and I feel like you were really somebody that people looked up to. I feel like there was a lot of mystery to you, but people looked up to you. In that life, you were beautiful, very artsy, mysterious, and you had just this energy that just pulled others to really like you and wonder about you and just really want to know like what you were up to. And I'm getting like gallery. I don't know if this is... I'm going to wait for a vision here. I'm seeing an art gallery, and I don't know if this is where you met your future husband, but it has something to do with... he was an artist as well. Forgive me, I had to take a drink. But I feel like, going back to this card as well, I feel like your mother... like she had a hidden life, and I feel like she didn't want to show it to you all because she wanted to keep that part of herself mysterious and hidden. But that's where you got your mystery from. You got that trait from your mother, except you were more open and expressive with it. You know what I mean? You were more like a feeler and a feeler spirit. Like whatever you went through, you took it and you molded it and then you created something from it. And that was really deep, but that was also really important for you, just really important for you to do. Surrender. So I feel like you met somebody from a gallery, and I feel like this person went on to influence you and be a huge influence in your life, is what I meant to say. And I feel like this person was very protective over you, and he had traits to where it like filled in for like your mother not being there in childhood and adolescence, but it wasn't like that. It was like he cared for you deeply, like a husband energy, and he protected you the way a real man should. And you just surrendered. When you met him, you fell so deep, head over heels in love for this person, and he took care of you emotionally. And it was like you were waiting for that your whole life, and you finally got it, and you were just absolutely head over heels out of the ballpark, in love with this man. And he really, really cared for you deeply. He was a nurturing person. He was also sensitive, and I'm getting musician, but I'm also getting painter, and then piano. So he was diverse in his talents of the arts. I'm also picking up here that you both had a daughter, and I'm seeing a vision, and she's beautiful. She has brown hair with a pink ballerina uniform on, and I just see her dancing. I see him sitting at the piano. This is so long ago. Wow, it's just so beautiful. And he's playing the piano while your little girl dances. And then I also see you, and then you're holding another child, and I'm pretty sure it's a masculine figure, a boy. And I feel like you had those two children with him in that life, and I feel like you felt complete, and you showed them everything, both of you, the arts. He showed them, you both showed them painting. He showed them piano. You inspired your daughter to dance and just live freely in her own right and truly. And I'm also picking up that when your little boy grew up, and he was like a woodsmith, something about he worked with carving wood. And your daughter played the piano, and she was a dancer, a ballerina dancer. But she worked in, one of those beautiful, not stadiums, what word am I looking for? It wasn't a ballroom dancer, but it was just very beautiful, like a stage, like a theater. Sorry, she worked in the theater, and I'm getting drama, intrigue, I'm getting mystic. These are the words coming to me and being shown to me from my guides in the universe, and I feel like she was a very deep soul, and she inherited that gypsy spirit from you and also from her grandmother, your mother. And I'm also picking up that your mother started coming around more when you had the granddaughter, but you accepted it and you let her in. You weren't holding a grudge. You were like, you know what, I'm open to this because I wanted that for me. So you know what, if she wants to be there for my child, I'm going to let her be there. And the more support, the better. And I forgive her and I love my mother. And your mother didn't mean any harm. She just felt like lost. Something had happened to her with her and her father a long time ago in her childhood. And it just made her have deep, dark, tremendous walls up. And when it happened to you with your uncle, I just feel like your mother just couldn't take it, and she knew your father would protect you, and so she distanced herself. But then she also had a secret life to where she had, and I know this might be a little bit too open, but I am not a sugarcoating reader. I'm very be told, and so she had different lovers as well. And she wasn't easy or anything like that, but she just lived and she felt deeply. She was a lover of fine cuisine and fine wines and arts and travel. She loved to travel afoot, and she just loved to just explore, and she loved experiencing every moment so deeply that I guess the family life for her tied her down, so she needed that freedom. And she had to do what was best for her, so she didn't want to put anything toxic in nature to you and your brother. Excuse me. Patience with a child covering her eyes and angel wings and really cute socks and shoes. Excuse me, I have to take some water because I'm not really feeling that well today with my allergies. I'm getting over this cold. This is all about I'm seeing that you had a granddaughter. So they're showing me later in your life. I'm showing that your little girl procreated and gave birth to a daughter. I'm also seeing weddings, and they're showing me, wow, it's beautiful. It's like a courtyard and lots of lush green, but really pretty like seating, like really pretty like dining, utensils, silverware, but it's also like gold brass like around the chairs, and white cloths and gold and like angel wings. I'm seeing like ceremonies, and they keep showing me contemporary and ceremonies of celebrations of birth. I'm seeing your daughter grew up to be someone famous back then, and she just really had a lot of pieces of her soul she wanted to share, and she always threw these celebrations with fine foods, and she had it looked almost like a castle, and she always invited you, and wow, you were really proud of her. I see you, and you're sitting at the table, and you have this look on your face. You're beautiful. You almost look like, and if I could just use this example, you almost looked like autumn goldish, beautiful like hair, like reddish a little bit, a reddish tint, but it was like almost like Kate Winslet in Titanic, like that. The face that I'm seeing, you share a lot of similar features, and the hair was more like golden red, and you're sitting at this table, and you're just looking like you're so proud, and you're smiling, and you're clapping, and you have your husband by your side, and you're just watching your daughter and your granddaughter at the celebration. And I feel like it's like a celebration of birth of her best friend, your daughter's best friend, who had another baby, and just a lot of family and friends gathering. I see wines, I see grapes, I see cheese, I see bread, I also see hot foods, and I see them covered in like this really pretty, like almost like silver, but like, how do I say it? Like how you cover the food like at catering parties, but it's really, really like ritzy and bougie, like, but it's beautiful. It's high class, and wow, it's just very classy. And you guys really lived good in that life. And it was, the art life you all experienced things deeper. You had the finer things in life, and you felt deeply, and you just really celebrated and loved and basked in the moment of each other. This is the last card here, adventure. So yes, like I was saying, I feel like this has to do with you and your daughter's bond, and even your granddaughter's. I feel like even before she had her daughter, even before your granddaughter was born, your little girl, she had a mix of you and your mother and her. So she liked to travel, she liked to sing, she liked to dance, she liked to paint, she liked to play piano. She loved to do it all, and she was the source of life for you. Every time you were around her, it was like your spirits connected, and you were just so free with her, and that was your one, like your one. That was your person that you really connected with. She was like your soul child, and you were just always able to be yourselves and just laugh and talk about anything with her. You cherished and spent a lot of time with your daughter in that life, and I feel like if you do have a daughter in this life, or you may, that same soul is going to reincarnate and be with you again, and you're really going to connect. And I feel like that just warms my heart, because, you deserve that. You deserve happiness, and you deserve to be just embraced by love and happiness. But I just want to say thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to read for you. And I just hope you have a really great week, and thank you for trusting and choosing me to do this past life reading for you. Love, light, and brightest blessings. Thank you.